Hi folks, this video is about this Powerjack inverter. It's an update regarding the Powerjack inverter. It's been running for a while, more than 2 months to be exactly, to a 62 days. I turned it on in March and in May 28, and since then it's been running. We're gonna see how quiet it is. I can bet you in 5 minutes the fan gonna be turned on and it will never turn off until you turn it off itself. I'm going to show you guys this. It's not that cold in here. This thing has a temperature. I don't know how it set it up. For the time being, this inverter has been running. And this is the display. Display, I don't know what's the purpose of this display. It doesn't tell you that much. Total cost, don't know where they come up with 44,000. I don't know where they come up with that cost. Okay, maybe you got to pre-program it. Consumption power. This is for the past 2 months. This is what I've been consumed. I don't know if you turn it off, this thing reset itself. Do not know. Okay, guys. I don't know anything about this. How many hours? 2,000 hours working time. I don't know if you shut. Maybe they maintain this. So this is how long this thing been running. There we go, guys. I don't know what this thing says, so, but if you guys knows, please comment in the bottom. So this thing been running, that's what giving me power for the time being now. So I need a second inverter. Once I have a second inverter, I can do a test to check the limit of this. I believe I'm about to purchase a small inverter to go to my home country with it. Once I purchase the small inverter, so to have a backup, so I can test this thing. If it crash, I still got power, you know. I don't want to kill the inverter because I have a lot of them that burn. Powerjack inverter, I have at least 4 of them in Haiti that burn completely. This is probably my 5th one. Why it get so long to stop buying them? Because I didn't know better. But so far, this does work. It does. It produces the power. So does every single inverter I ever had from Powerjack. Every single inverter I ever had from Powerjack, guys, works and dies. 6 months back, one of them lasts a year, it dies. Don't know if the money is the way they made it. The MOSFET blown and that's it. So this one been running for 2 months. So okay, pretty soon. I mean, it make a lot of noise. It consume a lot of juice. Yes, it does. The inverter consume a lot. So let me show you what I'm running it on. I have this, guys. This one has no BMS. It has a breaker, and I have this guy down there, the second level. It has a BMS in there. Combined together, there's about 14 kilowatt amp hour, 14 kilowatt amp hour, something like that. 14 kilowatt. No, 14 kilowatt hour. Somebody did correct me on that. It's 14 kilowatt hour. Now this is 5 kilowatt. It's missing one cell because I took it off because the cell was getting heat up. I disable it from there, and then I take the cell out. Right now I can't put the cell back in. It's already made. I have a video coming up on how I made the cell itself, and then I was not able to. I need a BMS for it because the cells, I don't know what level on this cell I know this pack, the whole pack when I took it out was about 50 volt, but one of the cell was 0. So I don't know if I put the new cell in. I have to check to see. We're gonna have another video on that, guys, when I'm finished the cell. Okay, I'll probably do a video on that today. So what else? The display turned up by itself, which is very good. Okay, it's very good. Okay, it's getting hot in here. It's not hot, but that fan turned on. That's my sky blue. Okay, folks, this inverter works pretty much. Does the job. I'm not able to put it to the test yet, but it's been running for at least more than 2 months. And it hasn't break down yet. and it burned a lot of juice. So if I turn everything off on the house, leave it only the thing is running, if it's only one of them is running, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna see it's consuming a lot of power. It consumes a lot of power. So I usually I had another small inverter for 48 volt for a small inverter. I never had that problem, but this thing takes all the juices. One pack lasts me a whole day with a small inverter. 2-pack, you got this guys and that guys. Those 2-pack cannot last me 24 hours. It didn't. If I remove the solar, I had AC running. This thing doesn't last too long. Then I think the inverter take too much juice out of the battery, and you have a fan constantly running. Okay, guys, you see how this fan was turned on? It turned off by itself. This fan doesn't turn off by itself. Once it's turned on, that's it. There's 2 fans here, one on this side and 2 on the other side. And once those things kicking in, they never shut off. Okay, even though, let me tell you guys, even if the inverter shut itself off because there's no juice in the battery, the fan will continue going until there is no juice at all. That fan, I don't think that fan is, I think maximum 48, but it does go all the way down. Let me tell you what I did. A couple days ago, I had lost power. I lost power. Okay, guys, I lost power. And I had these guys. So I was able to check the power from the house. This thing stopped at 42. The number was 42, and this discharge just turned off by itself. The discharge was turned off by itself. So I said, okay, let me check the whole entire battery. Remember, this is for this pack right there. The pack on top doesn't have a BMS. I have no control of it unless I come here and check it. But I can check the whole entire existence of the battery right there. So when I checked these guys, I saw the battery was at 36. Battery was at 36, guys. And I said, how could that be? There's nothing draining the battery. So once I see the battery at 36, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I came back here to double check what's going on in here. Okay? When I double check what's going on, when I came in, then I realized the fan was on. This thing was off. The inverter turned off because it turned off itself because of low voltage, but did not turn off the fan, and the fan does not shut off at all once it turns on. See the screen display turn off, which is really good. Not the fan. Once it turn on, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna hear the noise. Oh, the noise is tremendously terrible. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna pause this video. When the thing come back on, I will show you how much noise I'm getting. Remember, 3 fans, very loud. 2 of them on this side, very loud. And this is an inverter I'm not keeping in here, so that's temporarily here. Because I have no other inverter. I have another nice inverter that's coming pretty soon. Once it comes, that's what I'm going to use for the house. Okay, guys, something I know will last me longer. For the time being, let me pause this thing. I will wait until I see the fan come on. Alright, guys? Just don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Okay, guys, I came back a couple, 15 minutes. The fan goes on. It will never stop. Powerjack Inverter, 9,000 kilowatt. Never tested. So this is an update on this inverter only. It does the job for the time being. 2 months going, more than 2 months, it's still kicking. A lot of noise, and it's still proceeding good. I'm still using it to power the house. Alright, folks, that's the end of this video. Until then, subscribe. I will have a couple more videos for this week.